Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy J Shep Broadcast back with another video today. And today we're going to be talking about my experience as an intern, as a baseball intern specifically. As you guys know, I was interning for the Sussex County Miners down in Augusta, New Jersey. But what you guys might not know is it was an unpaid internship. And also, it was an hour and 15 minutes away. Now, I didn't have to go there every single day, but the days that I had to go there were the longest days. So in this video, we're just going to be kind of reflecting on my time at Sussex County as now I enter a new chapter of my life at Liberty University going into my junior year. And without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So next we're going to talk about the biggest pro, the overarching theme of this whole entire internship. And what I will say is the biggest pro of this internship was the experience that I got. Like I said, I wanted in real world experience, and I was able to receive that through the Sussex County Miners. And if it wasn't for them, I might have spent, not might have, but I would have spent another summer just sitting at home. And I knew that I didn't want to do that. I knew I wanted to make something happen. I knew I wanted to make the most out of my summer. And the experience was definitely the thing that catapulted me as the biggest pro, right? Because it's things that you're not doing in the classroom, right? It's things that are outside the classroom that baseball settings, basketball settings can only teach you, right? Sideline reporting, operating cameras, working production, analytics, being involved in the broadcast. You can do that in a classroom setting. But when you're in a real life application, right, and you have to apply those things, it's a whole lot different. So it gave me a greater appreciation for people who work in production, people who work in sports, and it definitely opened my eyes to see if that's something that I even wanted to do in the future. And after that internship, it furthered my interest, and now that's just something that I see me doing in my everyday life. Next, I want to talk about the biggest con in my internship, and it wasn't the experience, it wasn't the people that I met, it was the commute. I didn't know what I got myself into. I didn't know how far it was. And now going into it, I know that I need to apply to something closer. Augusta, New Jersey, from where I live back in my hometown, is about an hour and 15 minutes away. The commute wasn't something that I did every single day, but the days that we did do it, it would be days that would be from like 5 o'clock to like 12, 11 o'clock at night. And so that was definitely the biggest con out of this whole experience, but I wouldn't regret anything that I didn't do. Next thing I want to kind of talk about, was it worth it? For me, it was definitely worth it. The commute, the hour and 15 commute was worth it. I think the experience that I had, the connections that I made, and the skills that I was able to develop and to bring here to Liberty definitely made the commute worth it. And like I said previously, I don't regret this whole process at all. The last question I want to kind of touch on is, would I ever do an internship like that again? Yes and no. I would do the hands-on experience again, but just not with the Sussex County Miners. And there's no hate towards the Miners. There's no hate towards them. My whole summer was there, and I had a great time with the people that I met, the people that I worked with, the experiences that I had, things that I haven't done before. I'm grateful for it all. But when you're talking about an hour and 15 minutes almost every single weekend, or every other weekend I should say, I definitely wouldn't sign myself up for that again, now knowing what kind of toll it took on me this past summer. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this type of video. This video was meant to really help you guys out. in terms of looking for internships, what to look for. And it was just a great experience for me. And my biggest advice would be look at what you're going to get out of the experience. One thing that I didn't preface is the Sussex County Miners were the only organization to accept me. And even though it was an hour and 15 minutes away, you know, if that's something, if you only have one internship opportunity, I would say take it, but just know if it's far away, the risk that you're running and the toll that you will put yourself in. And you have to ask yourself, would you be willing to take that type of risk? Would you be willing to bring it all? Would you be willing to go an hour and 15 there and back? I knew a guy that lived in New York and he was 2 hours away. So also remember that your situation is not always as worse as you may think it is. And so what question that I have for you guys is, would you drive an hour and a half for the right internship? Leave it in the comments below. It's been your boy, and I'm out. Peace.